Hey, how's everyone doing today? It's been a while since I've posted, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about that today. So, a couple weeks ago, I got a kidney stone. I've had a kidney stone before, and they hurt really bad, but I knew after 12 hours it would just pass on its own. So when I got mine, it was midnight. I woke up and I was in pain and I threw up. And a lot of people would go to the emergency room immediately. The pain's excruciating. If you've ever had a kidney stone, it feels a lot like having a baby. Me, I did not. I was thinking, oh, if I go to the hospital, they're just going to give me pain pills, so why waste my time? Pain pills would have helped, because, I was in pain, but I figured I'd just sit at home and wait it out and pass the stone on my own. So, I stayed awake, from midnight till my kids had to go to school, and, it was, blinding pain. I'm not even sure how I got my kids ready for school. And, while I was getting them ready, I was thinking, oh, as soon as they're ready and on the bus, I'll call an ambulance. I'll go to the hospital, I'll call an ambulance. They got on the bus, and I don't know if I passed out from pain or if, it just stopped hurting enough to where I could go to sleep. But, as soon as they got on that bus, I fell asleep. So I was thinking, oh, maybe I'm passing it, maybe it's in my bladder. I woke up at 11. My kids had a half day that day. I woke up at 11 and got them off the bus, and for about 3 more hours, I sat at home with them, still in pain and, debating, do I go to the hospital now? I figured after 12 hours, the pain would have went away and I would have passed the stone, because that's what had happened the first time. So by 2 o'clock, I was still throwing up, and by that time, it was just stomach bile. There was nothing in my stomach. I hadn't been able to eat or drink that day at all. So I went to the hospital. They confirmed it was a kidney stone, and then told me that my kidney stone was way too big for me to pass on my own. So then they told me that I would have to go into emergency surgery. The hospital I was in, it's in my town. My town's really small and they don't handle things like that. So they sent me by ambulance to another hospital. I got to the other hospital and they told me I had sepsis. That the stone blocking my kidney combined with a UTI I did not know I had caused severe sepsis. My temperature was 103. By this time, I was hallucinating. It was bad. So they told me they could not remove the stone because, I might lose a kidney. They said they would have to put stents in to drain all the infection out and unblock the kidney. And then after my infection was gone, then they'd go back and remove the stone. So I went into emergency surgery for that. Prior to my surgery, though, they put 2 IVs in each arm, the crease, of course. I couldn't move my arms the whole time I was in the hospital because they put the IV right in the crease of my arm, in this part, the joint. They also put a central line in, and that's a big IV that they put in my neck. They used an ultrasound to guide it. They were talking about it could puncture my lung, so they used an ultrasound to guide it somewhere in my neck. But it was huge, and there's multiple tubes hanging out. I have pictures. I'm going to attach some pictures at the end of the video. It was horrible. And then they put my catheter in, and they did all of this while I was awake. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm about to go into surgery. You can't just knock me out and do all of this then. No, they did it while I was awake, so I felt all of it, on top of being in excruciating pain. So then I went into surgery. This gets a little nasty for the next few seconds. So they put the stents in. They went through the urethra, put the stents in so my kidney could drain. It wasn't blocked anymore. Immediately a ton of blood and pus came out of my catheter into my bag. Ew. And like it kept doing that for maybe like a couple hours. They gave me more medicine. I ended up in the ICU because my fever was 103. And also because of the infection, my heart wasn't wanting to beat. Like my blood pressure was so low that they had to put me on special medicine to keep my heart pumping. So they had told me I was on life support for 2 days. I was in the ICU for 4 days. And I was in the hospital for 5 days altogether. So it was bad. Like I didn't realize it was that bad when I went in. I just thought I had a kidney stone and I'd just go in and get some pain pills and go back home. I did not realize that I was so close to almost dying, and I might not have even went to the hospital. I might have just stayed home and like not even known. So going forward from this, I know as soon as it starts hurting or I'm not feeling good, like at least go see my doctor. Like I need to stop being so stubborn, and I think I feel guilty. When I go to the doctor, I feel guilty. Like, oh, if it's not life or death, I'm just wasting their time. So it's hard for me to decide when I think I should go. From now on, I'm going to be a lot more picky about when I go, or easier to persuade into going to the doctor. Because that morning I woke up, my entire family told me to go in, and I thought I could just stay at home and get over it. So that is a little why it's taken me a minute to do another video now that I'm all settled into my new home and I'm trying to do more videos. So the stone is still in. They are going to remove it November 8th. That's a long ways away. That means it's going to be in for like 6 weeks altogether. And they're doing this because they're trying out this machine that I guess like vibrates my stomach, and it's supposed to break up the stone so the stone can come out on its own. In my opinion, I think the doctor spent a lot of money on this machine, so they just really want to use it. Because it's multiple doctors sharing this machine, so I'm on some waiting list just to go see this thing. I would have rather them just went in and yanked it out, because they have to remove my stents anyways. This machine's not going to make those come out. So if you gotta go in for the stents, just take the stone out. But that's not what's happening. They're making me wait for this machine to vibrate it and break it up and make it come out on its own. So I still have it, and that makes it very painful to go to the bathroom still. But yeah, like, this wasn't really a learning video or anything like that. Just a little update on my life. A little bit of me being selfish and telling you guys just about me. Some of you guys might like that. I hope you do. I'd like to get to introduce myself to my viewers now that I'm getting more subscribers. Let you guys know the person behind the camera. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you have questions, comments, concerns, anything, put them in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.